Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and
2. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got his big tight end here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A 4-yard loss.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp.
Now a handoff looking right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
That was a safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Texans 7.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
43-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Christian McCaffrey on the handoff.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
It is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend. And we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing.
They got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
A gain of 45 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this 1st half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Number 20.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 8-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And the Jags are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Jaguars 24.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 8.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 27-14, the final tally. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game leveled as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offense...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's good for a Texans first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
52's the mark, boy, 52.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Back now in Houston. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
The Texans.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
35-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the ref takes a peek here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for... It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away. And the Texans cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
The pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And he's got it up and through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing left side, it's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw again. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Fumbled on the play.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, Byron Jones.
The pass. Intercepted by the Jaguars.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A good start to the drive. Here's outside. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Jaguars.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
That's good.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Open man is Samuel, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jaguars.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week.